Hello dear students, I am Tammy. I hope you are doing great. In today's video we are going to discuss about Mihai Eminescu or Poetul Român Romantic, the Romanian Romantic Poet. Who was he? Was his real name? If he had someone in his life, what he was doing all this time, when he born, when he passed away, and someone. Let's see. First of all, what we have to know about him that everyone should know or have heard at least once about him. He was written about 14,000 pages. So his literature is really huge. He was studying in Austria, in Vienna, and he was speaking Romanian as a native talker and German because he was sitting there. And let's see further. First of all, I will share the screen with you so you can see. This photo with him is when his poet portrait was when he was like 17, something like 16, 17 years old. He was born in 1850 and he passed away in 1889. And the bad part, no one knows the real cause of his death. Some people speculate that he got poisoned, heart issues, health problems, and stroke, but the real cause nobody knows. And the poor thing was that he was only 39 years old, so he was like in his 30s when he passed away. And this photo is also him before he passed away. He was in his early 30s. This photo, I would say 35, around in his early 30s. And no, this is not Pablo Escobar. Is still Mihai Eminescu. However, this photo you may see more often because it is also on our Romanian currency, on our domestic currency. 500 lei. Here is the money. This is the picture of him, and this money are like the biggest amount that you can get on a banknote. No more than 500 lei, which is equivalent to 100 euros. Next, we are going to see, and not to forget before we go to the second photos, not forget that Mihai Eminescu is not his real name. His real name was Mihail Eminovich. However, he decided to change the name. Mihail was his when he was baptized, and it was closer Mihai, as you can see. And Eminovich, as far as I remember from my teacher, from my Romanian teacher when I was back in the high school, she was saying that he was taking the name, the family name, because of some river that in his hometown. He is originally from Moldova, not Republica Moldova, the country, Moldova, Botoșani, Romania. He was born there. Next, here is his girlfriend or his lover, Veronica Micle. And this girl, this person, she was married when decided to have a relationship with Mihai Eminescu. This girl was married, and when she heard that Mihai Eminescu was dead, like before they was talking on the phone, and they said phone, but back to that time, I don't think there was like so much phones, like cell phones. Don't think about that. Think about like a home phone that you have it in the home. They was talking, and he was telling her that he's not feeling very well, and she insisted for him to go to her to meet. And when they meet the next day, he passed away, and she was in shock. She was shocked. She called the doctors and everyone, but they couldn't save him, unfortunately. So the girl, Veronica, was written in 20 minutes a poem. I will put the link in the bio if you are curious about it. I may help you if you want with the translation, because it's in Romanian language, it's not translated to English. And she was written this poem, and then after 50 days after Mihai Eminescu or Mihai Eminovich passed away, she committed suicide. She was, yeah, that's sad, but she was saying in a paper when she was writing it beside the poem, saying that she couldn't survive, she couldn't see herself living without her cea mai mare dragoste, the biggest love that she had, and she couldn't suffer anymore. That's what she said. So therefore she committed suicide. She was drinking poison, aspartan. This is the Romanian name, but please be careful. Don't. Next one is another important author in Romania. His name is Luca Caragiale. This was the first person that Mihai Eminescu was met him once he moved from Botoșani, his hometown, to Bucharest, our capital city in Romania. He met him. This guy, we have to talk about him if you are interested. He was written only opera, we say in Romanian language, dramaturgie. Is really so interesting. He was written also for kids, and when he was written for opera or theater for adults, he was making essential we say something like to see how much clever the people can be back in those days. And if you read that, you can assume that the people are the same clever like before, only in another way of smart, because technology, internet, and so on, we can continue until tomorrow, is really interesting. If you are curious, we may talk about it and discuss. Is an interesting person. Next, we have another author, and this author, he wouldn't be an author, an important or a famous Romanian author as Mihai Eminescu was, if he wouldn't help him. Once upon a time, they met. The history, the documentary, no one tell us how they met, but they met in their hometown, and they start to talk to each other, and suddenly they become like besties. Let's say it like this, besties. They become besties, and Mihai Eminescu heard once some stories told by Creangă. And he said that you should really write them because they are so interesting, and the way you are telling the stories really fascinated him, like was honey, like was gold for Mihai Eminescu. So I was saying him and encourage him to start writing. And he was like, okay, he just listened, and that's really so good that he was a good listener, because his opera is so precious. Amintiri din Copilărie, Memories from the Childhood, is a novel written by Creangă. This is really, really so beautiful. I highly recommend it if you can speak or can deal with Romanian language to read it. Is not that hard to understand. It's not that hard to understand, and can be really funny and to read with pleasure, because what he's written in that novel is exactly what had happened to him back to his childhood. Like, he's presenting you in that novel everything what happened to him, what he did when he was a child. Is really so amazing. And if you are curious and you don't have so much time to read, because I understand, we have to do our day by day deadlines, task. I will put in the link in the bio, the link that you can see the movie from that novel. If you are curious, you just can click the link in my bio and see. The interesting part was that Mihai Eminescu passed away in June, and 6 months after young Creangă lost his best friend, Mihai Eminescu, due to his death, he was passed away exactly after 6 months. So Mihai Eminescu passed away in June, and then in December, young Creangă passed away. They said that it was a really true friendship between these two guys. So if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment below what should I do next, and beside of that, don't forget that I've started teaching Romanian language in German. So if you are interested and your English is not that good, if you think like that and you can speak German, I can help you teaching you Romanian language in German language. Have a great day and see you next time. Wish you a good day. Bye bye.